how do you profile men? I get asked that all the time. So I decided let's do a series so I can teach you how to use the face profiling tools with men. Hi, I'm Carol Tuttle. I am the best-selling author and creator of Energy Profiling, which I teach in my book, It's Just My Nature. And in that book, you learn about 4 types. So if you're new to this work, start with some of the beginning videos that I have here on YouTube and on my webpage about what are the 4 types. And I get asked a lot about, well, how do you profile men and how do you face profile men? Because one of the most clear and accurate assessment tools is face profiling. So if you're new to this work, I recommend you go watch the 4 face profiling videos. I have one for each of the 4 types. They do feature women's faces. So you can watch this all the way through, then go watch that to make sure you're understanding the mechanics of what I'm showing you here, and then come back and you're going to even have more knowledge and be able to improve your skill set when it comes to men. Now, all the other assessment tools apply with men that I teach in my book, It's Just My Nature, and in my free course at dressingyourtruth.com/free offer. Now we're looking at men. And in the world of men, they have the same movement as women. Children have the same movement. So this is a nature quality we're looking at, deeper than personality. So you kind of have to remove all of the gender stereotypes we've been taught. Well, men are more like this, women are more like this. People within each type are actually more like each other, regardless of their age or their gender, if they are living their truth, because we're looking at some real universal characteristics and qualities. So this is the first of a 4 series. We're going to start with type 1 men. Now, when we look at that quality of movement in their face, we're looking for an animated quality, a youthful quality, a quality of upward brightness. Now, I got to grab something real quick because I forgot this prop, but I have them right here in my drawer. Hang on. We do have a Dressing Your Truth course for men, dytmen.com. I don't remember what that was. And they do have their own style guides. And they have their own keywords on the back. So this is the color side of the type 1 men's style guide. Now, I pulled these out because there's some interesting wording on here. We call the type 1 man. The words are lively, fresh, fun, bright, unexpected. So their shapes are circles, points of star, rounded squares, any animated shape. And you can see these are all listed on the top. We're going to look for that in their face now, okay? Remember these words, lively, fresh, bright. Those words especially, lively, fresh, bright. Circles, points of a star, any animated shape. So looking at that, we're going to bring up our first shot. This is a type 1 man. He is the husband of one of our Dressing Your Truth customers, and he's dressing his truth right here in that fun, bright yellow shirt. So let's look at the left side photo where we don't see any sketching, and we can see right away. Do you see that lively, fresh, bright quality in his face? Now, where the circles you can see depicted in his apple cheeks, tip of his nose, even his nostrils make a bit of a circle right here. You can draw a circle also right around his smile lines right here on each side of the mouth all the way up to the nose. It's kind of a big circle right there. See the circles around his eyes, the way his cheeks are pushed up, and then the brow bone goes down to the cheekbone and it forms a circle. We typically will see a higher foreline with type 1 man, and there's a quality of animation. Their whole face is smiling. So we do see those circles and the animation that he's expressing so beautifully in his face. Now let's look at a collection of type 1 men. These are collected from some of our customers' spouses. There's a bachelor in there, a 1 survivor, and 2 of the I'm a big fan of the Dapper Dans. They're the barbershop quartet from Disney. And at the time of this video, the Disney parks were shut down due to the pandemic, and they've been doing online concerts, and they're delightful. And interestingly, most of the members of the Dapper Dans are type 1. And these two gentlemen down in the bottom left corner on the bottom row are from that group. Now, are you seeing? I want you to look in each of these faces. First of all, let's just look at them in general. Do the words lively, fresh, fun, and bright fit these faces? There's a brightness, a pop, a quality to who they are. We've got the upper left corner one we've already looked at. In the middle upper left, we can really see his circles in his apple cheeks. We can see his face is like a rounded square. He's got a circle chin. And you're also going to notice their features are actually closer together in the center of their face. So it almost creates like a heart around them. And that often creates a youthful quality. Their features can sometimes be smaller in their scale. We see in our upper right example, the higher forehead and the rounded quality to the top of the hairline. The real bright, fresh smile, real kind of what we just have called a cheesy grin, real bright, fresh. So when their smile is so animated, it pushes up their cheeks, which then kind of brightens up their eyes, and they have smiling eyes. We see that in the bottom right example. We see that sparkle and smiling eye. Even though his eyes aren't necessarily turning up, there's a quality of smiling in his eyes and smiling a lot. Then the next two, they have a similar quality of, again, those features in the center, and they both have a lot of circles. And sometimes even facial hair will grow in the exact shape that you're seeing in the middle bottom example. And animation for sure. And type 1 men will be known as being cheery, uplifting. They're very agreeable. They can, even if they aren't necessarily wanting to get along with someone, they can bring forward that quality of friendliness in any scenario. And they also have a tendency for just helping you feel better and encouraging you. Now, the thing that can go awry in their world is they'll override their type 1, thinking that it's not mature enough, and they'll repress it in favor of possibly a secondary energy, and they'll push themselves to become more serious than they are naturally. And we'll always thrive and create the most success, our potential that we have in our potential when we live true to our nature. And yet, because of gender stereotypes, type 1 men may feel it's not masculine energy, or that they can depend on it for creating the success that they are pursuing in whatever career path they're in. So they really need to make sure that they have these spots of fun and opportunities to enjoy their spontaneity and what brings them pleasure. It really brightens their life and brightens them up, and they're just really agreeable human beings. So make sure, now again, let me review with you the places you go to kind of build on this. Look at the facial profiling videos. I'll go over it again in that in reference to female faces. dytmen.com. We actually have other profiling videos of men in the course. That course goes on sale always around Father's Day. It's available at any time, but we put a discounted price on it around Father's Day. And then our celebrity galleries on my Dressing Your Truth website have multiple pictures of both female and male celebrities according to each type, that you can, again, take what you've learned here, apply it to those images. Now, your type 1 in your life may not be showing it in their day-to-day movement. Maybe they're overriding it. Maybe they were shamed for it. Maybe they were, but you're going to see spots of it. You can't shut this energy down or turn it off. You're going to see moments of it, and you're going to see that upward light movement. And so make sure you support them in being true to themselves. Encourage them. Read the book to these guys, let's have a little read aloud time. Do it while you're on a date night or doing something fun, driving in the car. Listen to the audiobook of It's Just My Nature rather than making them sit down and read it. They'll do better with your support and a social experience with you to learn about this. Have them watch this video, see if they can see themselves in it. I'm Carol Tuttle. I'm the creator of Energy Profiling and Dressing Your Truth, and I'm always there for the guys and want them to live their truth as well. So make sure you learn through the tools I've provided rather than somebody telling you who you are. You know yourself. When you have the assessment tools, you'll know what type you are. Trust that gut instinct on who you are meant to be. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll follow up with our next video with Type 2 Man. We'll see you in that video.